This week we are going to continue learning and working with non-fiction books, or also expository books, a text that includes true information, real events, and facts, and usually about just one topic. All about spiders, all about global warming, all about a person, all about the redwoods. This week our story is called Homes. If we want to know what the nonfiction book is about, we could read the title, the science behind homes, science meaning facts and information, and what actually makes a home besides it has a roof. We also can go to the back and we can read the summary. The summary will tell us what the book is going to be all about. Discover the science behind homes. You'll learn about the types of materials that go into building a home and the appliances used in a home. You will also find out how homes get water and electricity. I also can go to the table of contents, which is usually in the first page. The science in your home, building a home, keeping warm and keeping cool, electricity, water for homes, machines that help us, science in your life, try it yourself, the glossary, which is filled with those important words, find out more, which gives us more information, and the index, which tells us all the topics. I could say that I'm going to read this book and I'm going to learn about how electricity goes into a home. It doesn't say anything about the size, so I'm probably not going to learn much about how tall or how small or how wide a home is. Today what we're going to do is we are going to read just the first chapter, Science in Your Home, page 4. A home is a place that gives you shelter and keeps you safe. It protects you from the cold, from hot sunshine, and from wind and rain. Inside is a space where you can play, sleep, cook, eat, and wash. You might have lived in your home for a long time. You probably do not think about how your home keeps you warm, or why water comes out of the kitchen faucet, or about the materials it is made of. You might not know it, but science is at work everywhere in your home, and if you learn about this science, you can understand how your home works. Here is a little text box which gives us more information. In your day, when you take milk out of the fridge, do you think about why the milk is cold? It is because of science. The refrigerator makes things cold by taking heat out of the space inside it. The heat comes out of the back of the fridge into the air. That's sometimes why when you are by your fridge it might feel warm. It's not because the fridge is warm, it's because the air coming out is warm. Next, right here, we have an example of a diagram. In your reading student response book, go ahead and turn to page 31. And then pause if you need to. Page 31 is an example of a diagram. A diagram is anything that shows the parts of an object. So it's going to give you a picture, and it's going to have labels that label each part. Here we're learning about the parts of a house. These are just some of the parts of the house that use science to make them work. Science is needed for the roof tiles, for the drain, for the walls, for the electric lights, and for the floor. These captions tell us exactly where these parts are in the house. This is also an example of a photograph. A photograph could be a photo, or it could be a drawing by someone, like an illustration. All of these things come together to make the reading a little bit easier and better to understand. Now we're going to go to page 8. Page 8, the heading is Building Materials. What is your house built of? Materials that are often used for building homes are wood, brick, stone, concrete, steel, glass, and plastic. Each of these materials has its own properties. The properties of a material include how strong it is, how easy it bends, and is it easy to cut, and its texture. Builders choose materials for building homes because of their properties. The author is going to give me 2 clues that properties and texture are important words. Properties and texture is bolded, so it's important or new or interesting. It also gives me the definition right here. Property, what a material is like, such as how hard it is. Right here, bricks are good because their property is very, very hard. They're good for the outside of the house. It's also bolded, so I could go back to the glossary and find the word property in alphabetical order. Property, what a material is like, such as how hard it is. The author gives me many ways to know that it's an important word or how to read it correctly. Go ahead today and answer the questions, and then you will do some reading.